Darius Slay, star cornerback, welcome.
What's up?
You had your bevy of options coming out of high school, so what was it about Mississippi State that you knew that would be your future home?
Going there, had a great visit. Great guys that had showed me around. Hanging with some guys that I grew up with. In the process, met good players that was coming in with me, so it kind of made me feel like I'll be at home.
Now, it's one thing to make a big decision, it's another one to confirm it was the right decision. So what was the moment you knew, okay, I made the right choice, I'm comfortable, I couldn't picture myself anywhere else?
Just because I wanted to be in the SEC, and I felt like that school fit me real well with the characters and how they went about the game, how they wanted to approach the game, their competitive team. Dan Mullen just got there. He just became the head coach, and he kind of gave me the blueprint of what's going on and what can happen, and I liked it.
When you think back to your days there, what's the first image that comes in your head?
Ooh, man, it's a lot of images come to my head. Oh my God. The first image that would come to my head when I look back there is that the stadium. Because while I was there on a visit, they told me they had to run them every time they lost. I lost a home game for every home game they lost. So I picture myself like, we need to win every game at home. I don't want to run that stadium.
That's a unique place, man. And with the cowbells and the screaming and the fans going nuts, the whole town shuts down. Is there any NFL stadium you've been in that can compare to Starkville?
The Seahawks.
Okay.
Actually, man, the Seahawks are very, very loud, like consistently the whole game, all game. My stadium is pretty loud too. The Detroit Lions are very loud as well, but I probably never heard nothing more louder than the Seahawks. Man.
It's different,
Besides Minnesota. Minnesota look like that too.
Okay.
That little school chant they got going.
It's real?
It's real. I like it, dude. I do it with them. I like it. I wish our fans had something like that.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that. We need to figure something out though.
Playing corner is all about confidence, and coming from high school, despite being such a highly touted prospect, when did you find your confidence? When could you confidently line up and say, okay, I got this despite how young I am?
Well, I always had that confidence growing up in high school. Just always competing against the best, but put a stamp on it was when, I went against supposedly one of the number one JUCO guys coming out of Mississippi. He was all talked about. He from Mississippi, how good he was, and me coming from Georgia, saying like, me coming from Georgia, like basically saying like, man, y'all don't play no real football up here, man. Y'all better come to Georgia. So this is a competitive aspect with my mind. Everybody like, all right, now Slay, he the best player in Mississippi. I said, man, what is y'all talking about? Like, I'm from Georgia. We do this. We play football. And I went out there, won that battle easily, and dominated.
I love it. I love it. And now, despite the success in college, now you make it to the NFL. What was that first day of OTAs like, where you're basically starting fresh?
Ooh, hard. My whole rookie year, I did not make a play on Calvin Johnson. So my coach at the time was Jim Schwartz.
Okay.
Jim Schwartz. Maybe go against him every day, scout team and regular days.
No breaks.
What? It could have been a quick confidence shot. Like he could have shot my confidence all the way to zero. Cause my goodness, he was Calvin Johnson, Megatron at the time.
Right.
Couldn't knock no ball down, make no plays. It was hard. Goodness.
But going up against him every day, I'm sure that helped you going forward, because there's only one Calvin Johnson, so the rest of the 31 teams don't have a Calvin Johnson.
They did not have a Calvin Johnson, so every time I went into a game, I felt good about who I was going against. But boy, he could have hurt my heart in the week. He hurt my heart in the week.
What was the draft day experience like for you and the family?
Great. Actually, I didn't go to first, but I was supposed to, but I didn't. Fell to second. They asked me, do I want to stay? I stayed because I wanted to experience me walk across that stage. Me and my son at the time, I had a great time, man. Something I dreamed of doing. I've been doing it on video games for the longest, getting called on the stage, making my guy a quarterback or whatever. He getting called across the stage, and now I finally get to actually do it. I had to. It was a must. I could have went home, but I didn't. I chose to do it, stayed, and had a great time.
And no one would ever call a second-round pick an underdog, but did not going first fuel you for those first couple years?
Nah, not really, because I kind of had a talk with the, while I was ranked out. They had me going late first, early second, so I was cool with it. I just wanted to experience New York, experience the drought, experience just shaking the governor. I about to say the governor.
The governor. It's close.
The commissioner hand, just all that. I just wanted to very much experience that, man. My family did. Me come from nowhere out of Brunswick, Georgia, small city. and now I'm in a big city. I'm just living it. I'm loving it.
That's special.
Yeah.
What is something that a Mississippi State football player gets to experience that no other college can provide?
Man, nobody can provide that loud that stadium will get, man. A lot of stadiums get loud, but when you hear that cowbell and that ringing, man, it gets you shivers. I can still get it when I go there. Last time I went there, man, just ringing them cowbells, it's crazy. It's beyond me. Like, I'm like, man, they really got cowbells out here. That's my first thought about it. Like, y'all really got cowbells ringing them? But then you get into it, then you understand the history of why they got it, and understand it. It's a very appreciative, man. I love to hear it, man. I got me one, got it signed with all my teammates on it. Man, it's gonna be in my man cave.
Now, I don't know how much college football you watched this past season, but this draft got some DBs out there now, dogs. Have any of them caught your eye?
Yeah, a lot of them caught my eye. Definitely one Ohio State for sure. He caught my eye a little bit. I just peeked this film out. Very good, man. Very physical corner, but I like the young kid from LSU, the young one. The young one, 24. Young guy, a stud out there, man. Got great ball skills. He look like he can play receiver. I got another one coming out. One of my young guys that follow me on the roof from Mississippi State, you know what I'm saying? Cameron. He gonna do his thing. I'm hoping the best for him. So I got a little couple eyes on some guys, man. I'm looking forward to see.
And what advice would you give an incoming rookie into the NFL today?
Enjoy the game, man. A lot of guys take this game as just like, oh, it's on the business aspect. The business side go take care of itself if you do what you do on the field. So you gotta do what you love to get what you want. So in this game, so if you out here doing it just for the business, it's not gonna pay out right for you.
It's all about balance.
It's all about balancing. You know, it's a business, but you gotta remember now, this is the game you've been probably playing since you was a kid. That you had fun, love doing it with your friends, man, love making plays with your teammates, and that's just, if you don't have that, just go take the fun from the game and you go make you feel like all the money you earned gonna be good, but you go look back at it like, man, I missed those moments. Like, I could have had more fun in that locker room. So I try to take advantage of all the opportunities of having fun with my guys.
What qualities does it take to make a good corner in the league today?
Right now, just being smart, understanding the game. It's a repeat game. So if you understand if something that happens on film to you before, it's gonna happen again. That's what you gotta understand, is that it's gonna happen again. Eventually somebody gonna draw it up a different way, but the same type of thing gonna happen to you again. So just know that film study. So that's what they got, a lot of time. Got a lot of time. no clocking in no class, no waking up for no middle of no workout at no 6 in the morning. Ain't no mat drills, you ain't got none of that. All you got is a playbook and work. So you have a lot of time to get your craft right.
Like any defensive coach will tell his defensive backs, offense is practice too, and they're gonna make their plays. So early on in your career, what was something you would tell yourself? Was there anybody you leaned on? Everybody's gonna go through their phase of a struggle. So what did you do to get over that?
I had a great leadership. I pray for every rookie to have a great leadership in their room, because without that, you could go around the wrong path. I had some guys that you don't need to follow. I had guys you needed to follow. So everybody will have them in your locker room. You got to make sure you surround yourself with what you're comfortable with, and to do that, I had a guy named Rasheem Mathis and Glover Quinn and Diggs at Hedabo. Great guys that was 10 years in the league. GQ was at year 7, 6.
So you just got to go be a sponge.
Yeah, Sheen was year 12, coming from Jacksonville, been an all-pro, Pro Bowler. And that's what I wanted to be like. I wanted to be one of them type of guys that be a Pro Bowler, all-pro type of guy. So what he did, I need to do. What you need to learn, I need to learn. So he took me on his wing. Great, man. I appreciate him the most. And I wouldn't be a player without him.
Coming out of Mississippi State, you had success immediately. Ups and downs, of course, but you were balling right away. So what was it about Mississippi State that got you ready so quickly?
Just to develop. I trusted DB coach at the time. We had Coach Smith, Melvin Smith. Great DB coach, old guy. You know, he brought me. He really wanted to make me sign because he had guys like Fred Smoot, who I looked up to as a corner. Had a lot of guys that I kind of mirror myself and had my game like. Then with Banks, me and him was together, watching his highlight tapes in high school. Like, okay, me and Banks somewhat sound like kind of like the same player.
Yeah. So
he knew what he was looking for, and I felt like I was the guy that fit his scheme, and he did a great job with us.
You look at the game of college football now, and it's changing. Guys are out there slinging it 60, 70, maybe even 80 times a game. If you were back in college, is there anything you would have to focus on versus when you were back there playing?
Man, I would focus on the ball more, and I would focus on less tackling. Because back at the time when I was in college, Alabama was running. He had to tackle.
LSU was running.
Yeah, LSU was running the ball. Auburn was the only spread offense, kind of like, that's just because Cam got there.
Yeah.
Before then, it was hand the ball off to them too. So That's all I know. Like, so now this game that everybody want to be spread, it get very cute. I'm out to work on ball skills, practice catching. Shoot.
Right.
So I will not be trying to practice no tackling no more.
And with the game of college football now, a big thing is guys sitting out bowl games and guys transferring. This whole transfer portal thing. Where do you stand? Is it a lack of loyalty? Is it doing what's best for you?
I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, that's the business aspect of it. But me personally, I always want to play with my guys. Definitely in college. If I've been there 3+ years, 4+ years.
It's a special bond.
It's a special bond, man. I know it's my last game with y'all, man. Let me go out and try to help us get this dub. I don't want to leave that nasty taste in guys' mouth because a lot of guys depending on me to win them games. Now it's one of our important games for the younger guys to get a bowl ring. You know, a lot of guys don't get bowl rings. So you saying one of our best players is not playing and not helping me contribute to get this bowl ring, it seems like, I won't say selfish because like I said, it's a business move. But you know, it's just so like a brotherhood for me. I couldn't do my brothers like that.
USC has Fight On, Bama has Roll Tide. If you were walking down the street, what could a Mississippi State fan scream to you to where you would know that they're a supporter?
Hell State. Hell State. They go yell that to the death. They go Hell State all the way to the end. I love it.
And when you hear it, what memory comes up in your mind?
Us against Ole Miss. In the game against Ole Miss. Because where they come out of, that's probably the biggest Hell State things we be getting. Hell State, then we got the Tucson, the school up north. Like we call them all kinds of stuff. It just bring all the memories back.
And Starkville game day is such a special experience. Was your pregame routine different back then in college than it is now?
Yeah, a little bit different. Just because the fact that Mississippi State, you know, we had the dog walk. Everybody had like some type of walk. Get your fans, get your slapping hands. Professional, you just get there whenever you get there, go. But just walking down that aisle, slapping all your fans' hands, seeing some of your friends you got classes with, your girlfriend, your significant other outside just waiting on you, it's be lit. That's the only time I miss the game day. Be lit, walk in, slap hands.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and beat them, bro. Let's go. I can't say what I want to say, but let's go dog.
As a defensive back, it's tricky because so much of what you do is reactionary. You need a receiver in front of you to dictate what you were going to do. So what was your mindset going into the combine? How do you show your ability when you really can't show that one-on-one skill you have?
Smooth. Your transition. I was a good transition guy. I showed them that I could backpedal great. That's one thing I worked on, my backpedaling, my planting and driving, because my film speak for itself, the plays I can make. So I just had to show how smooth I was, how good looking I can be on this field now. I had a lot of swag.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of that swag.
That's a big factor.
Yeah, I had a lot of that swag. So they seen it out there. They said, that boy got swag.
Yeah.
They can tell it.
Yeah.
See it quick.